Hello, good afternoon, my beautiful people. Welcome back to Positive Channel. If you're a new subscriber, please subscribe to my YouTube channel when I upload every other week. So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about It says make a video about things. So I already made up what I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about middle school, high school, getting a job, and meeting new people. So I'm basically just gonna talk about that today because I know maybe you might want to know experience about that. Maybe I may have mentioned it already or not, but we're gonna do it again in this video. Okay, so sit down, relax, and let's get right to the video. Okay, guys. So the first one is I'm gonna talk about high school and middle school. So I would say high school and middle school was not good. I did have some good memories. I remember I used to go to Chris Bosch in my middle school, like a party. It was so fun. And then I remember a friend, and I had some good, I still had some good friends back in the day. Maybe not everybody, but I had some good friends. And then when I went to high school, school was not for me at all. Like, of course, I've been bullied in school, and it's not cool. But I could tell you guys that no matter how hard school may be, you gotta be yourself in school. Like, don't let no one ruin your life. Don't let no one put you down. Don't let people disrespect you. Like, high school is high school. But yeah, high school and middle school is like a thing that you just have to remember. Sometimes some people will say they have good times in high school, they have bad times in high school, and yeah, so that is it for me that I could say. But you know what I could tell y'all, like if you're somebody who is in school or who is in high school or who's in college, like my advice is to always be yourself. Don't ever change yourself. Stick up your head up high. Stand up for yourself. I know I did not do that in high school. Maybe a little bit, but I didn't do that as much. And now, since I'm getting older, as when I'm learning to stand up for myself because, like, school ain't no thing, you know what I'm saying? But I could just rap all day about that. But I could tell you, um, there's good days and there's bad days about school. But you know what? Sometimes I have the good days. Because I can remember I used to have like pictures of friends that I used to have and people I used to talk to. So that's like a good thing for me. And nice teachers that I had. They didn't want me to leave. So I had some good times as well. Mm. And even when I was in high school now and I used to play sports and go on field trips, I used to get awards and things. Like, that was just a memory that I had. And I'm really happy for that. So, um, it's just something that I enjoy and I'm proud of. So, I don't want to say nothing bad about school, but I'm being as honest as I can. Okay? Let's do the next part. Let's talk about getting a job. Okay. So the next one is I'm gonna talk about work. So I remember I think I did talk about I think it was 2024 or 2023, one of those years when I was talking about how I used to deliver flyers and I work in a candy store. So I would say, even though I don't work in those jobs no more, but I'm glad that I had two jobs because even jobs that I never thought I would get and going to, like, of course you have to go to programs to see if you can get a job, but I'm really grateful that I can remember me getting a job and working two jobs. So I know sometimes a lot of people might think of it like, oh, people are leaving their jobs and they don't want to work and think, but no, it's just if you know when there's time to leave, it's time to leave. Like, no one should not force you to say, oh, you should stay at a job that you don't like. And honestly, there's so much bad experience you can get at a job, you know? And one of the hardest meanings when you're getting a job, especially when you know that like if the employee or the boss are treating you good. That's like the most important thing. But yeah, I'm just saying it because like I'm the type of person where when a person doesn't treat you right, you gotta stand up for yourself. And being myself now is way better than when I was back in the day. Because back in the day, even when I used to did a co-op placement, and I was gonna get an offer to work at a Canadian Tire. But when I find out how most of the people with them were not treating me good, I'm like, I am not gonna work at that place. Cause you would work somewhere and people would treat you bad, and you're gonna be more aware when you're at a job, because then maybe one day you might say, oh, maybe I should take this job or maybe not. But the thing with me is like you don't have to listen to me, but I'm just giving you the experiences about what I face and what I've been through. But I'm not somebody who would go back and say something bad about a job, because I don't do that. But just things that you get treated by. It's just like, if, for example, if you have like a dentist appointment or a doctor's appointment, and you know you gotta be there, and sometimes you gotta wait so long to get to your appointment. So it's like there's a lot of things that you gotta do. You gotta stand up for yourself. You gotta defend yourself. Like you gotta do what you can. People are not gonna be there for you. You gotta stand up for yourself and love yourself, because it's not easy. And I know sometimes I feel so bad that like everybody might be thinking like, why this happened to me. But the thing with me is like I am proud that I had two jobs. I'm proud that I worked, and I'm proud that like I done what I can. Just like right now, like I am trying my best right now to, just find a job right now. Some people might think, well, how come you don't have a job, right? But I had two jobs, but now I don't have them now. But right now I'm still looking. Some people right now will go to programs and try their best to see if they can get a job by then. But sometimes you can't take the risk because you don't even know when you're gonna get. But it's always a never give up thing. Because when you give up, you will feel like you will never get, and that is what I feel about them. Okay. Now we're gonna talk about meeting new people. Alright, so in this next video, we're going to be talking about, next clip, I should say, meeting new people. Now, I will say, when I first meet new people, I am the type of person that gets very nervous, that gets very anxious, because you just don't know what type of person or type of people you're going to meet. I've been to many programs. Some people are nice to you. Some people are here in their body. Some people just don't know, how to just be nice. Just like I went to this program, and tomorrow will be like 3 months. Not even 3 months, 2 months. I started in April 13th. So it'll be like, say, 2 months. And I would say to myself, like, I mean, everybody's okay. But like when you meet one who's just off, like you just don't know who you're going to meet. And meeting new people is like one of the most scariest feeling, because you just don't know if they're going to be interested in you or liking you. But now, you guys know we're all adults, right? We're all adults, and we should always be kind to one another and everything. But what I can say is that people just don't know how to be kind. Like, even if you try to be nice one time, there's those ones that like roll their eye, or those ones that just love to talk back, or those ones that just disrespect you, and sometimes you just don't know what you're gonna face. But like I said, I had met people here and there will show interest in me or liking me, whatever. And I'm not that type of person who changed my personality, but I show love and kindness to myself and other people, because that's what I do, and that's what I like. But yeah, if you meet somebody and you know they're interested, that's like the most amazing thing. But we all gonna meet people by accident, God knows when we're gonna meet someone in our lives. But I can tell you guys is that everything is going to be experienced. Everything's going to be difficult. Everything's going to be hard. But you have to keep on pushing and you have to keep on going, because just like right now I'm talking to you guys on YouTube. I might know you guys, but you keep in touch with me and we talk back and forth, which is amazing, because that's how you can interact with people more. But I I feel like if I meet more people and they can have my level and have a chance, then that's all we need in our life. Okay? Alright guys, so other than that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. Comment down below what you guys think about this video. Honestly, I would say this is the most amazing vlog I did. I don't know if you guys will represent to this, but honestly, I'm glad that I put it out, because maybe there could be somebody out there who needs help, struggles with all these three things I've mentioned. But I hope you get something out of this video, and I hope this will help you. Okay, so my next video is we're gonna do some June trivia questions, because tomorrow is June 1st. Okay, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. If you're new, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on my social medias, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye y'all.